Hey guys, hi. Oh, okay, we're already starting off with Bean not wanting to be hugged by our little Ava, so that's sad. Hello, hi. There was not an episode last week. Don't come for me. Last week was literal madness for me. Work was crazy. I'm in school again. I don't know if I've mentioned. I'm probably gonna mention it in every video at this point. Oh my god, Bean, what are you doing? Anyway, what I'm trying to say as Bean is angry at the entire family. Also, wait a minute. I got this notification the second I logged into this family, which was literally just now. You can see I just logged in. I didn't do anything. Bean is getting on in years. The poor old fella. Hope there's a few more pets left till the Reaper comes for a visit. Already devastated. Not happy about this. Look at how angry this little thing is. I didn't realize that goats' lives were so short in The Sims. Anyway, yeah, last week was crazy. I'm so sorry that there wasn't an episode last week. I felt so bad about it, but I just couldn't do it. I was so exhausted, just like mentally, everything. And honestly, I was having so much fun with my off-camera legacy that I half forgot about this LP, which I admit because I like being transparent, okay? I can't help it. Anyway, it is Sunday morning, and yeah, go ahead, be friends with whoever you want. And it is actually Super Bowl Sunday. I put that in my game. It doesn't really matter. I don't think that Wyatt is necessarily the football fan, but I think he's gonna watch the Super Bowl anyway. Aw, there you go, Bean. Just get some lovin's from your Ava. Yes. Thank you. I'm going to take a screenshot of it as well because apparently you're getting on in years and I'm already devastated at this potential loss. Wasn't prepared for this. I could turn, actually, I know you guys are probably aware of this. I just learned about it recently, but there's animal aging in the settings actually that you can turn off. So if it's disabled, chickens, cows, foxes, llamas, rabbits, goats, and sheep will no longer grow older. I have it ticked on just because I don't know. I always go back and forth. I don't know if you guys do this too, but I do it a lot in... Oh, that lag is bad. I do it a lot in like my legacy gameplay. I'll turn aging on and off because I don't know. I can't accomplish everything that I want to accomplish in even like the long lifespan. I don't know. I just can't do it. So I turn it on and off all the time, but for animals, I usually keep it on. I don't know if that makes any sense or why I'm even bringing that up. But anyway, Ava's going to go ahead and start watching sports because that is one of the holiday traditions today. There's also just party spirit, which doesn't really matter. But Wyatt's probably going to join her after he takes his shower to watch a little bit of sports. Let's just say the game's on early. I don't know. He's not going to have like a party or anything. I'm just trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to do different things each day with them as well. And having different holidays in my game really helps that. Also, ignore that. Ignore it. As I mentioned, I think last episode too, I do have Wicked Whims in my game. I use it as a pose player. If you guys wanted me to do any form of tutorial for how to use it as a pose player, let me know because it has actually been a lifesaver. It's a little bit, I'll say it's a little bit complex. It's not super complex, but it's a lifesaver, it really is. Anyway, they're watching sports. It looks like Ava actually satisfied that holiday tradition. And it is Saturday. It's a really windy, cool day today. But I think we're going to spend some time outside. We're going to do some training with Mando, of course. And I don't think Ava has a lesson with Ellie Mae today. I mean, they just had a lesson recently. They're trying to come up with a schedule. I'm thinking that with Harvest Fest coming up, they probably won't have one. Probably till like the end of the week. And then it's going to be winter, which is going to be tough. I don't know if they're going to want to spend a ton of time outside. That could be difficult, but I think what's also going to happen in these 2 days, probably not this day because the weather looks like it's really unpredictable. Oh, it's going to rain tomorrow too. Maybe they'll have to do it tonight. Wyatt was going to take Ava actually on a little like camping trip. I say camping very, very loosely. They're just going to grab their sleeping bags and literally go sleep in the dirt somewhere. They're not going to be in a tent or anything like that. But he wanted to do that because, again, he's trying to spend some more time with her, just one-on-one. And since she is kind of stepping out of her shell a little bit and she's taken to these lessons a little more than he was anticipating, he wants to kind of, I'm not going to say necessarily reward her, but he wants to kind of encourage that a little bit more. So he's like, hey, You know, we can go camping, which she loves. She loves most outdoor activities, except for just dealing with animals. She really likes outdoor activities. She has been begging to have like a slumber party with a couple of friends from school anyway. So he's like, you know what, why don't we go have our own little slumber party? We'll go for a little hike and then we'll go ahead and just sleep under the stars. And before it gets too cold, that's what we're going to do. Hello? That's Ellie. Is that Ellie Mae? What is that custom content hair? No, I'm sorry. We're not going to the flea market. That was her, wasn't it? Is that like her workout outfit or something? Why did she look like that? Anyway, I'm also trying to get back in the swing of things and recording an LP episode because I haven't done it in 2 weeks. And now I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. So welcome to the ride. Everyone just pause because look at the sleeping bag. It's called like the Little Rancher sleeping bag or something. It came with Horse Ranch as well as this one here. We just get sleeping bags now in packs since growing together, I guess. But we're going to go ahead and toss these in our inventory so we don't lose them. And that way we can just kind of place them in the world wherever they end up going camping. But for now, I think, oh, Mando's still sleeping. Our poor tired baby. Hunger is low, fun is low, and social, hygiene, everything. I think we're going to have to... We're going to have to wake up Mando. We really got to take care of him. He is not doing so great. I also want... I don't know what I want to do first. I have to see if the ball is going to work. We're going to brush his coat, though. Make sure that he's all clean and happy because everything is so low. We want to socialize a little bit as well. And I think... horse care. There we go. I literally forget half of this menu now. This is really bad. I can't take another week off from an LP episode. You guys can't let me do it because... I don't know what I'm doing now. I don't know where anything is. Oh, we actually have this horse skill menu. Did I not know about this? Oh, yeah. So you can ask them to train, compliment temperament, ask about agility training. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So it unlocks new socials as well. That's kind of neat. But yeah, we're going to take care of Mando. Let's see. He needs some hunger. Oh, we have to fill this. That's what we have to do. We have to refill the feeder so he can eat, even though he'd probably just go out and play with the prairie grass as well. So let's actually go ahead and just... Oh, wait, no. Go ahead and play with the ball because it's working. It's not glitched out, which makes me happy. It's always glitched out, so it seems like it's finally working for me. Also, our poor Nugget up here. How did I forget about you? Oh my gosh, you can tell I haven't been playing with them. I can't cope. All right, we got to take care of our little Levi as well. He's got low on social. He's hungry. He wants to have some fun. Our poor baby. When they go on their camping trip too, they're going to have the nanny come over and just watch Levi because I think having an infant sleeping under the stars probably isn't the best idea. Also, I don't think... There's no sleeping bag, obviously, for an infant, and I don't really know where he would sleep. So that's not going to happen. Let's go ahead and give him a bottle as well. I'm still not over this little horse onesie. Look at the little piece thinking about a pig. You know why? Because he's a piggy little boy. And I'm not just making that up. I think he has, where is it? Good appetite. I think that's why that popped up over his head. I always forget about that. Decided to get some training in before they go for their little hike and inevitable sleepover. A little slumber party under the stars. But we actually added... We had the advanced jumping rails, but Mando did not perform super well, so we took them down, and Ava's actually out here watching her dad. Now, she's seen her dad train horses before, but I think now because she has started having somewhat of an interest in learning how to ride and just being really curious about Ellie Mae as just like a person and really liking having her in her life, even in this very small way right now. You have to think about this from the perspective of like a child. I remember when I was a kid, like if there was an adult that came into my life that I just really, really liked, I thought about them all the time. You know, I wanted to spend all my time with them. I thought they were the coolest. And I feel like that's what Ava is feeling about Ellie Mae as well. And with that comes this newfound interest in something about her dad, which she was kind of resistant to enjoy before. So this is a really positive thing, I think, for all of them. And Wyatt he's kind of surprised. He's like, I'm kind of surprised that Ava's out here just watching me train. Like, she's never wanted to do that before. She's never had an interest, but I think Ava might even ask if she can ride. Oh, wait, level 5. Yay, go Mando. Oh, you champion. Sims will now be able to complement jumps on Mando. Mando can also now practice advanced jumps on horse jumps. That's why he couldn't do it before. overall, Amanda will perform better when using this training object now. So that's actually really great. I think that's wonderful. We are going to stop training though, because I think Ava's like, Daddy, can I ride Mando? Can I try? And he's like, are you sure? I know you haven't ridden the horse before, and he can be a little bit tough. Do you want to kind of get to know him a little bit more, over the next couple of days before you ride him? And she's like, no, I want to try. So I think she's going to go over and just kind of talk to Mando a little bit. Oh, that's not a good sign. Scratch his neck just so he feels comfortable. Thank you so much for peeing in the middle of this beautiful moment, Mando. I love that for you. But yeah, she's going to go ahead and just walk right up to him and try to socialize. And she's just like, well, Ellie Mae told me that I have to kind of build trust with a horse before I can ride them. And I like Mando, but I want him to be comfortable before I try to mount him. And Wyatt's like, excuse me? Like, wow, I didn't realize these lessons, like that one lesson was going to be so impactful. And see, Mando let her scratch him and everything. So now she's going to try to mount him. And he's like, well, just be careful. He will kind of... Oh boy, he will kind of get down for you, but just kind of be careful when you go ahead and mount him. And if you need help, you let me know. And she's like, no, Daddy, I've got it. Oh, and he snipped at Wyatt though. He seems a little uncomfortable with all of this. Let's kind of see how this goes, I guess. Go ahead, baby. Oh, my girl. Look at Mando being the best babe ever. Well, kind of. I mean, he did just like nip at Wyatt, but... Look at her! Look at her up on Mando! I am so happy. So what I'm gonna do, this is gonna be a little bit odd, but because I notice with kids, they can't like, oh no, wait. Her writing is so bad. Her writing is so bad. She's like, what in the heck is happening? She's not used to writing. And you know me, I gotta take another screenshot because what even is this? I love it. But yeah, kids can only go on, they can go on rides with the horses, but you can't control where they go then. They just follow the paths around the area that you're in the world. So what I'm kind of trying to do here is I just want to have them maybe do like laps. Do you know what I mean? See, just like walking, doing little laps around this area that they have. I think this would be nice little practice. I wish so desperately, and maybe there is, maybe if I had another horse, this would be a possibility. I don't know. But Wyatt can't like teach horseback riding, I don't think. Now I'm going to check because if I am about to be proven wrong by this game, I'm going to be a little bit mad. But I don't think there is. Bracelet buddy fist bump. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Is there anything under like small talk or interest? I'm also, the social menu sometimes doesn't make sense to me, so I'm trying to figure that out too. But it doesn't seem like there's anything that is specific to like teach kids how to ride, because it's technically not a horse riding skill that they're getting the motor skill. So I guess that's kind of a bummer. That's something that I wish was a little bit different with the pack. I wish there was the ability, and again, maybe if I had another horse, this wouldn't be as big of a deal, but I wish there was the ability to teach kids how to ride. And maybe there is if you're on another horse. So maybe that's something I have to explore. And if you know, let me know in the comments down below, because I ain't have no idea. Now sweet baby, before they headed up to their little campsite, I wanted them to stop by and see Dawn, because what's actually kind of great here, I had to learn this. It took me about like 15 minutes as like in between recordings here to figure out how the heck to get to these areas. Like I didn't understand how to access them, like what neighborhood to be in, until I realized that Dawn lived here, and I'm like, wait a minute, this whole landscape looks like exactly like what I want. This is what I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and explore a little tiny bit here. If I make you sick, I'm sorry. Sad. Guess there's a broken bridge, which is a little bit unfortunate. But look at how beautiful this is. And look, there's even like horse training things over there. There's like a jump. I think there's barrels somewhere else. This is also, I want to say one of them is a starter home and one of them is a vacation home as well up in this area. But this right here is where they're going to camp out. Oh, and there's the barrels. That's what I was looking for. There's also a pee bush. Oh, thank goodness we can pee in a bush. Also, this is kind of making me a little bit sick. Oh, wait. No, this is what I was looking for. This was the camping area. It's right here. There are some barrels here too, but there's like little fire pits and there's the bathroom. That's what I wanted. Yes, this is actually, I think I brought Wyatt here off camera at one point as well. I can't remember. I think I did. Maybe for even like, I think it was for like, oh God, what is happening? I think it was for like a screenshot for a thumbnail or something like that. Anyway, this is where they're actually going to camp. So they're not too far, but I just wanted them to say hi to Dawn really quickly. And Wyatt's like, yeah, you know, our Ava here actually has been starting some writing lessons with Ellie Mae. And Dawn is like, Miss Ellie Mae, huh? Well, that's really interesting. You know, I thought you guys weren't really chatting that much anymore. You know, I didn't think it went well. And Wyatt's like, well, Dawn, whatever you were trying to do may not have worked out, but Ava really took to Ellie Mae and she offered to... Okay. She offered lessons to Ava and Ava said yes. And she's like, yeah, I'm writing midnight. Like, it's super fun. But I think Wyatt's kind of skirting around things with Dawn. Like, Dawn confided to him about something last episode, right? And we still don't really know what it is. But I think that Wyatt is trying to tiptoe around things a little bit because Ellie Mae, he doesn't want to break Ellie Mae's trust because Ellie Mae basically told him like Dawn was pushing for X, Y, and Z, right? Like he clearly didn't ask me about it. He has an idea in his head about, you know, you helping me out or whatever the case is. And yeah, I don't know. It just made me feel kind of insecure. And Wyatt doesn't want to like break that trust. So he's like, yeah, you know, it may not have gone well at first, but now it's fine. Like he doesn't want to cause unnecessary drama, if you will. So anyway, since I poorly explained that, I think, oh yes, we get to cross this little bridge. It'd be really nice if we had Mando, but that's okay. We don't have Mando because Ava would just be left not being able to ride a horse. So they're actually going to go right here, I think. So I'm going to have them go over here together, which would be nice. I think they have to basically run. Wyatt's already tired, so I think Ava's actually Ava's gonna beat him. I'm gonna help his energy out just a little tiny bit so he's not lagging behind too much. There you go, bud. There you go. Also, if you're wondering, I am filming this post-patch that we just got for the new kits coming out, and UI Cheats works perfectly. Just FYI, if anybody's wondering. So I was really bummed because the sleeping bag that I grabbed for Ava, fun fact, it was just for toddlers. Like the one time as a toddler exclusive item. Yeah, it was for toddlers. So I oddly had to have Dawn come over here and bring a sleeping bag for Ava. But you know what? It's perfect because it's space llamas. Like, of course, that is literally our Ava Bean in a nutshell. She's just a little odd space llama and I love her. Wyatt is roasting some hot dogs though because they haven't eaten anything and they're starving. I'm going to fix just like their hygiene and bladder because honestly, I can't be coping with that right now because nothing went according to plan as I was trying to set this up. And you know what's so weird too? This LB episode is just turning into April trying to identifying things that aren't working great. I'm so sorry. But when Wyatt was sat here and he was interacting with the fire, whenever Ava sat down as well, okay, here we go. When she sat down, she couldn't hang out by the fire, number one. She couldn't interact. See, I just did a thing. I was like roast marshmallows and she can't do it because Wyatt is sat there by the fire too. And he is eating something. Like it's so weird to me. It like doesn't make sense. And see, he can't now that she's sitting there too. Watch when she gets up. Watch this. When she gets up, he can add a log. You have to be kidding me. Also, new personality trait. Like this is okay. Why did I even film an episode today? I'm so overwhelmed. New personality trait. Wyatt has been enjoying the great outdoors. The fresh air and excitement has brought out his adventurous side. Embrace the change. I'm going to say absolutely yes, because he is pretty adventurous. I think he really is. And I think he really does like being outside and everything like that. So I'm going to have him sit down on the sleeping bag for now because him interacting with the fire is not working for me. I want Ava to roast a marshmallow because she hasn't eaten anything. Since we have to take turns, apparently, doing this. Maybe it actually doesn't have to do with the fire pit, too. It might have to do with these log benches in particular, too. Like, I don't really know, I guess. I don't really know what the issue is, but it was happening a couple of episodes ago, too. I just didn't realize it at the time. But yeah, anyway, I don't know why I'm yelling about this. She just burned her mouth on a freaking marshmallow. My poor girl, can you please get it together? And then I want her to sit as well. Oh, maybe they could have a little pillow fight. I don't know. Maybe that would be kind of fun. Yeah. Can we do that? Where's your child? There's your child. Is she done? She almost done? She's not done. She's just making marshmallows. We done now? We're not done now. Are you going to be done anytime soon? Okay, she done. But he's probably just like, Ava Bean, come here. Come on. We're going to have a pillow fight. Get over here. And she's like, oh, fine. And they get to do it on a little sleeping bag. I don't know. It's kind of cute to me. The pillow fight. This seems unfair. Wyatt is so much stronger than her. I think he's going to go easy on her, though. I think she's good. Oh, that's not easy. That's not easy on her, though. That is aggressive, sir. That is a child. I'm crying. She won. She won. She absolutely won that pillow fight. The joy that just brought me. Oh, that makes me so happy. I think he's actually going to tell a story as well to Ava. I don't know. I just love this. I love that they're just going to have this daddy-daughter time. And even though it might not look fantastic because now she's standing and here comes Dawn, I'm going to tell him to go away. Can I tell him to go away? Hello? I want him to go away. I don't want him here. He's ruining everything. Maybe he's just checking. No. Is this a joke? Is this a joke and it's raining? Can we not? Since the game wants to fight me at every turn, I had to do some off-camera work to get Dawn to go away, but Wyatt and Ava were finally able to settle in for the evening, and now they're fast asleep. They did a little bit of stargazing before they did this, because the stars are absolutely beautiful out here. There's no light that is making them difficult to see, and Ava actually confided in Wyatt a little bit. It was something that he didn't really know was going on with her, and she kind of said, finally, for the first time ever since her mom left, and she was just like, you know, I do miss mom. And Wyatt didn't even know what to say. He was like, I would be surprised if you didn't, Ava Bean. You know, I think we all miss mom, but just know that I love you very, very much, and just because she isn't here doesn't mean that she doesn't love you. You know, he doesn't really know how to talk about that because it broke his darn heart when Ava's mom left, and Ava was young enough, but still old enough to realize what was going on. So it was kind of a difficult conversation, but he was so glad that Ava said something. Just wanted to highlight this little moodlet that Wyatt got this morning. Camping out from slumbering in a sleeping bag. Sleeping outdoors is, for all intents and purposes, the puns, they get me every time, the best way of sleeping. But why, sweet babies, Wyatt just gave Ava the best hug ever. And she actually didn't, hold on, she did not have the best time ever being out camping with her dad. I mean, she loved being with her dad. I think she enjoyed roasting marshmallows, and she actually got to skip school today on a Monday. Can you believe that? She got to skip school. And that means she only has 1 day of school this week before she has time off for Harvest Fest. Girl's very lucky because dad pulled her out of school just to go out and have a little hiking slumber party under the stars. Anyway, she's uncomfortable from having slept outside. It says, ew, bugs from slumbering in a sleeping bag. Evangeline might not be able to see them, but she can just feel the skittery legs. Ugh. So she didn't really enjoy all the bugs outside. Which just makes me laugh. I like how they had just varying experiences while they were out here, but I think they both really enjoyed it all, as if there's more than just two of them. I think they both enjoyed it overall, and I think Ava is really starting to feel a lot more, I don't know, she's feeling a lot more confident lately. I think I mentioned that in one of the last episodes as well. She's just feeling a lot more confident in who she is. Her dad is really, really encouraging her to stay true to who she is, and it's giving her the courage to try new things, because I think she was resisting a lot of what her dad does, a lot of his lifestyle and everything, because it didn't mesh with her interests. And she thought that if she showed an interest or entertained the idea of liking something, that she was expected to like, if that makes sense. She felt like she was giving into something. I don't know how else to explain it. That was the cutest thing on the face of the planet. And another hug. Sweet babies. Yeah, I don't know. She just wanted to resist something that she felt she was expected to like because she's in Chestnut Ridge and her dad's a rancher. It's expected that she's gonna love the same things. And if she gave into that, she thought that she wasn't being true to herself. I mean, she's kind of too young to come to that realization, but her feelings are changing and she's starting to evolve as a sim, and she's starting to just change as a person in a really good way without losing herself completely. That's what I'm trying to get at. And I think because Ava, I think around like 8 is what I was originally thinking when I was making them in the first place. That's a very weird hug. Thank you guys so much. I think as time goes on, you know, she's going to become a preteen. She's starting to really lean into who she is and discover who she is and realize that that can mean many things. She doesn't just have to be like the edgy girl who loves Star Wars, you know what I mean? She can also enjoy ranching. She can enjoy a bunch of different things, and that doesn't mean that she's changing per se, and it doesn't mean that she's not being true to who she is. So I don't know, little moment, and Wyatt just loves watching it all happen because he always recognizes his baby girl in whoever Ava is evolving into. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Bye. Hello. Hi. We are at a little cute cafe. I'm going to put the gallery ID on screen because honestly, I'm going to mispronounce it and I don't want to. I saw this on Twitter months ago, maybe at this point. I don't know. I don't even know how long this pack has been out, but I saw it on Twitter a long time ago and I liked it. I can't tell you guys, I scrolled for about 15 minutes through my likes on Twitter to find this so I could download it. It is the cutest thing on the face of the planet. It's called the Grapevine Cafe. Look at how cute it is. It's got like grapevines all the way up to the walkway. And look, when you go around here, look, there's like seating out here. And look at this. Look at the little fairy lights and everything. It is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I was so thrilled when I saw this on the Twitters and immediately wanted to download it. Then I forgot. So I came back and downloaded it. And here we have it. Here's the cafe. But Wyatt decided to bring Ava here so they could grab a little bite to eat. I wanted to have them go to a restaurant, but number one, oh, hello. Why is there a mailbox here? Pause. Bye. Bye, mailbox. This is a cafe. We don't need you. Anyway, I wanted him to bring her to like a restaurant or something like that, but number one, I couldn't find one. And number two, the restaurants have been so buggy for me lately. I mean, the cafes can be buggy too, but I'm really hoping, yeah, see, it's already working out great. Is this? You're not Ellie Mae, right? No, you got pointy ears. I was concerned for a moment that was Ellie Mae working at this at the freaking cafe. I was gonna freak out. I'm like, please no, this is gonna ruin everything. No. Please. Can everybody just can everybody calm down? I'm gonna have them order food. We're gonna order it for here. I'm gonna have Wyatt get a scone, I think, and then can you come over here? Oh, can you? Kids can't order at the cafe counter. Are you kidding me? Okay, so he's gonna get her, I think, this. Whatever this is, he's gonna go ahead and get it. And look who just showed up too. I think this is Ember, right? I don't think Ava actually met him before. Yeah, you're gonna go ahead, say hi to Ember. Wyatt's just gonna order their food so they can have something to eat. And maybe Ember can actually join them. That'd be kind of nice. So he's got a scone. You go ahead. Don't eat it yet. I'm going to have you go order more food. If anybody touches that scone, I'm going to freak out. I'm going to freak out. But I think he's just like, oh, hey, Ember. Hey, it's nice running into you here. Do you want to join us for breakfast? Not you. Go away. Get out of my chair. Get out. Get out of my chair. Get out of my chair. Get out right now. We're going to have to move this. We're going to have Wyatt come over here so he stops eating her food. Please stop eating your daughter's food. Otherwise, you're just going to end up switching plates. Just come here, please. Everybody come here. Oh, this game is really fighting me today. I really wanted to do a fun little Let's Play, you guys. Like, come on. I just wanted to have some fun. Here's your food. Everybody eat your own individual food. Stop listening to fans, which, is that something else that you guys have experienced where all of a sudden your sim is listening to a fan, even though, there should be no fans to be had because we aren't famous, and, it ruins everything because... What are you doing? You're just saying no thank you to the company. And Ellie Mae's over there. I I think I need to calm down. And we are back home because let me just tell you how much of a freaking headache that entire ordeal was. I can't cope right now. I'm so frustrated. Anyway, we're back home and I wanted to point this out too. This is just so interesting because as Ava's getting older, again, things are just changing for her. She's becoming more of who she is, but she's trying to figure that out. Anyway, she was actually super stressed being at the cafe with all those people, even though she was with her dad and they ran into Ember, who she kind of sort of knew in passing. She was stressed with the strangers from a clingy childhood phase. Clingy Sims don't like expanding their social circle beyond parents and caregivers. So she kind of slipped back into this a little bit. She was a little bit insecure being around so many people she didn't know. And even though she went and sat on her own in that rocking chair, I think it's just because she needed to like isolate for a second. She wanted to just be around her dad, but her dad was preoccupied. So the way to kind of like mitigate her stress and just the tense feeling she got around so many people was to just like go isolate and sit by herself. And it just, I don't know, it kind of makes me sad. Like our poor baby was feeling so stressed. And now that she's back home though, she's feeling so confident. She actually got a confidence gain from just herself. I don't know. She was also praised for good grades. Wyatt was talking to her about how well she's doing in school and everything, despite her experiencing a level of bullying by what's his name? Gideon, we don't like you, Harris. I think that was his name, Gideon Harris. Yeah, Gideon Harris. But she's also going to just kind of socialize with Mando a little bit too. And Wyatt is taking care of Levi as well because they spent the night away from him and he wants to bond with his old nugget. We're actually going to give him a bottle as well. Going to jump back to Ava, who is trying to socialize with Mando. It's going okay. Yeah, she's like, hey, Mando, I hope you didn't miss us too much while we were gone, buddy. And they seem to be getting along reasonably well. Mando's in a good mood, so at least socializing with him shouldn't be too difficult. I think she's going to compliment his temperament as well. Bean is very, very happy and content and clean, and everything's good to go. So we're all fine there. Everyone's doing okay right now. Everyone's doing all right, I suppose. But also, I needed to mention Levi's birthday is coming up soon, everybody. He's going to be a toddler in like 2 days, so we have to plan a birthday party. We're going to have another event. We're going to have a birthday party for our little nugget. Oh, Mando, please calm down. And Ava is just out here socializing with the animals, which I kind of love for her because she's never really done this before. But we're going to give Levi a bath too because he was a little bit smelly. It's a beautiful, sunny, warm fall day. And Wyatt was going to get in touch with Ellie Mae just to see when the next lesson was going to be for Ava that they could kind of coordinate. So I think we're going to do that after we give Levi a bath. Look at that adorable little face. Can we just look at that little face? He loves bath time. He's like, I love the water, and I love when Dad scrubs my hair. I feel so clean. I'm such a clean boy. Nope, I am not well. I just saw Levi sucking his thumb for the first time, and Ava's actually talking to him while Wyatt makes dinner. Now, again, I have Granny's cookbook installed as a mod, by the way, so Wyatt is actually making some tomato soup with, I think, grilled cheese? Yeah, grilled cheese with tomato soup, which, oh my gosh, if I could tell you, like, that is a comfort food of mine. If you don't like that, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't. I don't know if we can be friends because it is one of the greatest comfort meals ever. And Levi just blew his sister a kiss. And Ellie Mae's calling. Oh my, okay. Okay, no, just, okay. I'm not even, sometimes. You know what? This episode was basically April just panicking over the game, like not coordinating. Sometimes the game works perfectly for me and it really ties into like the storyline I have planned. Other times it's just pure chaos and I'm trying to just wrangle it all in. Maybe that's why this is called Wrangler. It's not really, but that kind of works. Anyway, he just made dinner. So we're gonna have Ava go grab a serving and come back. And oh my gosh, if I could just sort myself out, that would be great. And yeah, we're going to have her grab a serving and then come back and eat with Wyatt. Because remember, as always, he wants to try to at least have dinner with the family all the time. Breakfast isn't always a possibility just with Ava being in school and all that other stuff. But at least this can be something that he can do with the kids as they're getting older. They can always have dinner together. Can you sit down? Just sit down. Just do it. The kids are in bed super early, and Wyatt is actually out here on the phone with Ellie Mae. He wanted to give her a call, situate Ava's next riding lesson, but she also is bringing up that she has a few new leads on kind of expanding that nectar business that she wanted to really build up here in Chestnut Ridge, and she is actually asking for Wyatt's opinion on a few things, asking about some people around town, different businesses and stuff like that. And he's offering, he's like, you know what, why don't I come by next time Ava has a lesson and we can kind of talk through some things. So I think that's going to be part of the plan. Now, I don't know how long this episode was. It was just pure chaos. I am just like not happy about how chaotic it was. But I hope you all enjoyed this. I am hoping to get back in the swing of things with this a little bit more regularly. I only missed 1 week. I don't know why I'm making it such a big deal, but I am hoping that I can get back in the groove because being off for even a week really kind of messes you up. But hope you enjoyed this. Can't wait to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you next time I post an episode. Bye.